Hi, welcome back to Makeover May. I'm Tasha Cleveland, and I will be doing a live room rendering all month long to show you how we create these layered images of our artwork on your walls. And what's great about it is during Makeover May, you get to see how I do this for other people. You can also submit a photo of your room and see what our art looks like on your wall as well. So it's really fun. I'd love for you to join me. All you have to do is send in a photo, and let's take a look at today's entry. So this is Megan's room, and Megan did not have a specific request for her space. Let me fit it so we can all see it a little bit better. Now, oftentimes, there's actually two things happening here. So let's look at both of them. The TV and the angled ceiling. Both of them can be challenging at times. I call the TV wall the big black box, and sometimes it's really hard to compete with that because it takes so much of your attention. It draws you in, and really everything else pales in comparison when you're looking at a space. And so it's really what I look for is how do we make the big black box blend with the rest of the room? And one of the tricks that you can use is to select artwork that has some black colors in it. So let's take a look at some of these choices. Now, this image I think is beautiful on their wall. It picks up the blues and whites in the carpet, these brown and gray tones that are in the space, this mantle color. All of this is really beautiful. I actually love this image on their wall. I would love to see what your favorites are as well. So as we are going through these room choices, drop your favorite in the list so that I can see what you like as well. So let's look. There's Cambria, and this one is a bit more of a landscape scene. We've got a lot of the browns, some blues, and a bit of the orange gold colors. And this one is Rincon, which is a beautiful beach scene. Do you see how you've got your black screen, and the black is also echoed in the artwork? That gives you a bit of balance. It connects with these darker places in this room. You've got the fireplace grate that's dark, the lamp that's dark, the TV, and some of the darker pieces of the furniture all tie into that. The blue sky looks really beautiful with their navy pillows. And I do love the gondolas in Venice and that fabulous double, possibly triple rainbow in the sky. That's a really fun one. And one thing that I want to point out is anytime you can mimic what's happening in the art with what's in your space, that is a really fun combination. It really makes the art feel like it's part of the room. So you can't see the other view that Megan submitted, but this is a railing, a stair railing, and it has these vertical posts to it, which are very similar to these vertical posts in this gondola image. So that's a really fun pairing. This one is really calm and serene. So notice how these images are making you feel. If this was your space, which image speaks the most to you and how you want to feel there? I love the dark green colors in this side of the art. I also like how it curves around, very similar to the sectional here. And the blue in the sky and the rippled water and the waves look really similar to the rug here. It also has just enough of the warm colors on the left-hand side to kind of pull and tie with the brick on the fireplace. See, this room has these cool tones as well as the warmth. A lot of people have a brick fireplace that they need to work into their space. They don't have a choice in it. So even if their choice in color palette is the cooler tones, they still have to find a way to connect with what is existing, like the flooring or the brick. And so this one does a beautiful job of that. It gives you just enough to make sense, but it's not overpowering. This is a similar one. See how you have the rust tones tying in here and the darker blues. This one has a lot of those blue tones, and this foreground is a perfect match for the sectional. This one, now see, both of these pure images are also mimicking the posts in the railing, which is a really great thing to do. This one especially, if you were to view it from this other angle to the right of what we're seeing here, where the stairwell is, you would have a really cool overlap of the open railing with the pier image, which is a very similar experience. This one I really love in their space. And then we have a vineyard. Now the vineyard is fun because it kind of pulls you into the image, and there's just a hint of this mantle color up here and just enough of the blue and white in the sky to make it all make sense. The other thing is that it incorporates some green and some freshness into the space, which is really fun. I really like that. And then we have dunes. And the dunes, the sky mimics the rug. That's really easy. And then you've got the warmth of the sand. That one's a really easy pairing. So if you have a favorite, I'd love for you to drop it in the chat so that I can see what you like. And I'm going to go through this one more time. I would say those two are my favorite images in the space. And now let's talk about sizing. So let's take a look at this one. Now this one is a 2-to-1 ratio. You can see how the width is about double the height. And in this scenario, I would actually like to see more height on the image than width, because they've got so much ceiling that they're dealing with. When you've got a slanted ceiling like this, it's a little bit hard. What you want to do is go a little bit tighter on the low side, because if you do too much breathing room on the low side, it's going to be way too high above the tall side. So you kind of have to compromise. You kind of have to go a little bit tight on one to give the appropriate breathing room. So let's look at this. I would say that's pretty close to level on their wall. And I'm going to bring it down just slightly. Actually, I'm really happy with that, even though it is a 2-to-1. Even though I was expecting to want the standard ratio here, I'm still really happy. Okay, so that one is beautiful. I'm really happy there. Let's take a look at the other one. Again, let's get in a little bit better with our sizing. We've talked about how to size on a wall that does not have furniture. If there is no furniture on that wall, you want to start with the rule of thumb of 50 to 75% of the width of the wall is about how wide you want that artwork to be. Now, this wall, again, just like the other example I showed you a couple days ago, it's kind of in between. There is furniture in front of it when you're looking from over here. It's overlapping with the wall, but there truly isn't like a console table or a credenza or any kind of bookcase or cabinet below this. And so it's sort of a hybrid. You can get away with both. And you really kind of need to take the rule of thumb, which is either matching the furniture lines and going up with either a taper or a straight line up, or 50 to 75% the width of the wall. You take both of those things into consideration and then balance out with your space. So if this is our piece for this wall and I'm liking it about there, yeah, Let me bring it in just a tiny bit more. Sometimes these angles are a little tough to estimate. I'd say about there. Yeah. All right. So, yes. One reason I do really love this image in this space, do you see how this pier angle is matching the slope of the ceiling and bringing you in? It's also bringing you back out. It brings you from the TV up to the top of the railing. It gives you a nice flow to your eye. It flows you up and it flows you down. And it really matches what's happening down on the bottom of the lower right of that image. And those railings, kind of hard to beat that one. But honestly, I love both of these for different reasons. Let me bring Paso back up to the same height. I love them both for different reasons. So what one's your favorite? I would love to hear. And just to finish off the room and show you how you can use your artwork as a starting point for your design in your space, let's drop in some accessories. So what I've done here is I've pulled in a pillow that mimics the almost the rose that you're seeing in that vineyard, and bringing the life into your space with greenery. Greenery is one of your best friends when you're doing design in your spaces, especially if there's greenery in your image. Pull that green through, make it a three-dimensional experience. And let's look at it again with the other one. And I think both are beautiful pairings with this space. So thank you so much for joining me again for Makeover May. You can get a chance to win $1,000 in Latitude's artwork. All you have to do is submit a room view just like these, and we will create a preview for you. Not all of them are live, so if you don't want yours live, don't worry about it. Just let me know. But if you would like to see what our artwork looks like on your wall, all you have to do is go to latitudesgallery.com, Makeover May. I'll drop the link in the chat so you can see it, and submit your room view to win $1,000 in Latitude's art. We will select a winner at random at the end of the month. Everyone's got a fair shot. So I hope you join us in the fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.